What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another Sorare video here on the channel today. Today we'll be exploring Sorare's free-to-play game mode and experimenting on a new potential strategy which could take your essence from looking like this to hopefully this. Now, if you guys are enjoying the content here on the channel, please do show me by leaving a like. Subscribe if you're new. Let's get into the strategy for today. Yes, that is right, guys. So we will be doing an experiment in today's video of a brand new strategy here on the channel for the common game mode. And if you guys want to know how the experiment gets on, make sure you stay all the way to the end of this one to see just, how well we did and if this strategy is a viable one for the future. Now, before we get into the video today, I do want to say the last video I done on common strategy, you can see here, some of you may have seen the video. It was on my channel about a month or so ago now, and unfortunately as soon as I uploaded it, Sorare patched or changed the common game mode as we knew it, and therefore kind of made my farming strategy kind of obsolete. However, I will say this is sort of like an update video and potentially a new way to make more essence than before. So make sure you stay tuned and we'll get into it. But before we do that, I do want to talk to you guys about my general thoughts and feelings behind the common game mode. And the reason for that is because, say if you guys try and follow my strategy but you don't have the initial mindset that I have, then it might not work out in the same way. So therefore, I'm going to talk to you guys specifically about how I'm running my account, what strategy I'm really going for here, and then hopefully you guys can pick up on some tips and maybe follow along with what I'm doing, and hopefully it'll win you guys some market credits. So for those of you guys that don't know, Sorare obviously have this free-to-play game mode, which is obviously called the common version, which is pretty much pro, but the common version of it, if that makes sense. So you get given all of these cards for free. Essentially every day you can open up a pack, it will give you these cards, and essentially common essence is the thing that we use to buy packs to get more of these cards. And the reason why you might want a lot of these cards, as you can see I have 600 cards in my gallery. The reason why you would want that is because you want the best players possible to hit the streaks, and of course if you hit the hot streaks a few times in a row, there is actually potential for you to go ahead and win some market credits. So as you can see on screen here, if you come to the common game mode here, you can see if you manage to hit the Premier League hot streak 5 times in a row, then you could get £20 market credit. So that is the reason why we really want to optimize our strategy in common. So moving on then, I will say, or before we move on, if you are new to Sorare and you're thinking about following my strategy, then I would really appreciate if you use my link down below in the description to sign up, and yeah, maybe you might be able to win something in common and get yourself some market credits. But before we do that, or before we get on to the experiment today, I do want to sort of say this is my idea, or what I do in the common game mode, and that is I only collect specific collections. So you can see on screen here, I pretty much have said to myself, I've written down a list. You guys probably do yourself a world of good if you've done this as well, but I pretty much wrote down a list of what teams do I believe to be considered top 5 in their league, and if the common card that I get from the daily pack isn't from that team, then I just discard them, no matter who they are. Now, there are some exceptions to this, and I'm going to talk to you guys about it as we go on. But you can see here are some examples of some clubs. I will also say I think I've actually got 6 clubs or 7 from Premier League, because obviously that is the one I'm most knowledgeable on. But generally speaking, you can see for the Bundesliga, for example, we've got Bayern Munich, because I believe them to be the best team. Borussia Dortmund easily in the top 5, Frankfurt probably a top 5 team as well, Leipzig, and you can see I'm building these collections, and only these ones. Now the exceptions for that, as you can see here, we have a St. Pauli and a Heidenheim who are not top 5, is if the players that I get from the common packs are 5 or lower, or they can't be lower than 5, but if they are 5 common essence, then I keep them no matter what. So when you open up your daily pack, this is what I do, and hopefully this will help you guys in the future, is I look at the card, and my first question is is it 5 or higher? If it's 5, then I'll keep it no matter what. If it's higher than 5, but not from a collection that I'm collecting, i.e. a top club in a top league, then I get rid of it. So for example, I couldn't tell you guys the amount of times that I have got Semenyo, right? Now, I'm not doubting that Semenyo is a great player, and like I said, you guys don't have to follow my strategy to the absolute dime, but I have not kept my Semenyo. I keep discarding him because I want the common essence. Okay, so just as I was editing the video there, I realised that I didn't actually mention why I don't discard the players that are 5 common essence, and the reason for that is because I'm hoping that one day they will be worth more than 5 common essence, and that is when I'll get rid of them, and that is essentially how I'm building up enough common essence to run an experiment like you guys are about to see. So pretty much essentially you will collect all of these cards that are from a lower tier club, and effectively when they might be worth more than 5 common essence, that is when you would look to discard them. So players like Sorare, obviously right now he's only valued at 5 common essence, but hopefully if he comes off the bench or plays in the future and he might be worth 10 common essence or 25 common essence, that is when I'll look to scrap them. And now you might be asking yourself, why do you want the common essence? Why are you farming so much essence? And this is what we're going to get onto. Before we get onto that, I just need to quickly say the goalkeepers. If it's a starting goalkeeper, I keep it no matter what. And the reason for that is because here's where our experiment comes in. We, in today's video, are going to be entering as many common arenas as we possibly can over this game week, and we're going to hopefully see how much essence we will be returning from all of the common arenas we are entering. Now, the reason I'm doing this, it's almost like a test, as an experiment with you guys. So I have invested, if we click onto here, you can see 3,750 common essence. And of course, you guys might be asking, how have you managed to get that much essence? And that is because I have been doing all the free to play, entering all the teams, getting as many essence as I can, and of course discarding the players like Semenyo that are quite good, but it gives me a lot of essence back. So we have invested nearly 4,000 common essence and entered 15 common arenas this game week, and hopefully we're going to see what average position we get in each arena and how much essence we can return. And obviously, this isn't going to be like a nailed on strategy, like 100% going to work like, our previous video where it was pretty much we're no matter what going to be yielding common essence. This one is a bit more maybe smart, but I would say this one is definitely more fun because for those of you guys that have played Arena, it's quite fun to keep up with and see how you guys do, how your guys get on over the weekend. So it is a bit more fun, and this is an experiment. So we're going to see, do we manage to yield more essence than we enter with the common arena, and is this a viable strategy in the future? If it is, then I recommend you guys to be hitting as many common arenas as you can in the future. During the month of October, I'll be giving away £10 to a lucky subscriber, and if you're a member, I'll be doubling it. All you need to do to enter is click subscribe down below. Yes guys, so I'm back to conclude our results for the experiment that we run over the weekend, and of course, just before we get into the results and working out, was it worth it, was our strategy good over the weekend, I do want to reiterate, of course, I am one user and I've done this over one weekend, therefore this is not completely set in stone, and this is why or where you guys are going to come into play here. I want you guys to get in the comments down below if you guys maybe tried it in the up and coming weekend or you're going to try it in the future. Let me know how you guys got on. Did you guys manage to yield any essence? Did you profit from this strategy or did you lose out? Let me know in the comments down below, because of course we're all here to try and help each other, get them market credits. So without any further ado, of course, as we go through each team here, as you can see I've got them all along the top, we are going to fill out the data as we go, so I'm going to do it with you guys, and I don't know the outcome of this yet, so I'm literally going to be learning it with you guys. So I have every team. I'm not going to go into too much detail about every team because I have 15 of them. Of course, you guys can see them on screen, and you guys know how football is. Like, some players do better than expected, some players do worse than expected. All I can do is just try and be a good manager and put the right lineups out and hope that they do well. This is the first team. You can see we finished 4th and yielded 400 essence with a pretty poor captain choice, but the clean sheet from Dortmund gets it over the line. So, with that being said, and I guess you're going to see how we're going to be doing things here. So, we're going to enter in 4 for the first one, and this one's just going to give us an average. Of course, this will be our position, and then at the bottom, we are going to simply just put 400 because that is how much essence we got. So you can see from the first team that we have we average 4th and we have 400 essence, and we're going to close that page now and then go into the second team. The second team, as you can see, did not do well. We had an error led to goal, and we actually good captain choice, just poor everywhere else. And yeah, we didn't manage to get any essence, and we finished 6th. So we'll record that data, pop it into our little chart here. So we finished 6th and we didn't get any essence, so we can close that one. Going into the next team, a much better performance, great captain choice, and all-round very good team, and it manages to get us 1st. So that's 1,000 essence returned, which is yeah, good after the first 2 were looking average, should we say. So we finally get a good team together, and you can see that that pulls our rating or our average finish to 3.6. What I'm going to do so it looks a little bit nicer for you guys is just do it to 1 decimal place, or 2 decimal places is fine, isn't it? We get the picture. So we can now remove that team, and then the next team we have our first DMP, and of course this is always going to happen, and brings me on to the topic of discussion. Of course, those of you guys that might be better managers than me might actually be able to do even better with this experiment than me. And also for those of you guys that might have more time on your hands, you can actually set the lineups after the deadline, so you could avoid having DMPs if you have a bit more time on your hands. However, I do not, so unfortunately we do finish 9th there, and we get no essence from that team. Moving on to Team 5, we finish 4th and another 400 essence, so we will add that one in here, 4th, and 400 essence. There we go, lovely stuff. So, yeah, team done alright, just pretty average, pretty average. On to the next team, we managed to get another win, let's go. Very, very poor captain choice, but yeah, Uzan, the choices were good, other than the captain, so we'll take that. 313 points. So yeah, 1,000 more essence in the bank. We will record that. And another first place finish, which pulls our highest average position slightly higher, which is lovely stuff. Then moving on to the next team, great captain choice, and that is it. The rest of the team done awfully. So yeah, we do not manage to get anything from there, and we do finish 8th. So, you know, this is going to happen. You know, some of the teams are not always going to do that well, but hopefully we can do more good than bad. That is the whole point of the experiment. Here again, another poor team really. Goalkeeper and Isaac definitely letting us down there, and we do get off. I think this is our first 10th place finish, and considering that as all players played as well, that is an awful arena. But we are greeted with a lovely first place after that, so we will take that. Another first place, so we have a couple of wins as well. Despite having some poor ones in there, we have managed to pick up 3 wins in the common arenas so far. So that pulls us up, and you can see, wow, okay, so we have officially got a few how many have we got? 1, 2, 3, we have 6 teams left, and we already have earned more essence than we used. So yeah, wow, we've already gained 50 essence no matter what. Let's see if we can bring home any more. So we finished 6th in that one, which pulls our average rating a little bit lower, and we don't manage to get anything from there. And then, another win. So it seems to be a theme where it's like I either win or yeah, it seems to be either I win or come last or don't get anything, you know what I mean? And then our next one, another 10th, so we do get 2 10th results, which is not the best. There we go. Next one, 8th. Oh my god. So yeah, it really is that. Wow. So it does seem to be a common occurring theme I've noticed, at least with my teams. A third. Okay, so that's our first one that's kind of like podium, but we haven't won. And we do yield 500 essence still. Is not bad. It's not bad. So we will add that. And our third and final team of the video here today is another 6th. So we'll add that one in there. And you can see this is our takeaway for today. So we spent this weekend 3,750 common essence to enter as many common arenas as we can, and we managed to yield about 2,000, maybe slightly under 2,000. No, sorry, yeah, about slightly under 2,000 common essence. So we do actually profit in common essence. But what I really want to know from this video, of course, you've seen me attempt it over the weekend. I do really want to see how many of you managers out there that might be watching this video are going to go ahead and try this. Like I said, get in the comments down below and let me know if you guys are going to try this and if you guys managed to yield like me, or maybe I just got a bit lucky. I'm not too sure, but we enter 15 arenas, we profit, and I think I'm going to try this in the future and just keep spamming lineups, because not only have we profited, but I actually found it really fun just following all the common like lineups and things like that, and collecting all the common cards and that sort of stuff. So yeah, let me know in the comments down below how you guys got on. So there we have it, guys. There is me exploring a new common strategy for you guys to try out. If you enjoyed the video, please do remember to like, subscribe if you're new. Catch you guys in a future video. Peace.